Hey, what is shaking, homies? Today we got a bally up for an unboxing and review. So this is the Chab, and this is made by eurobalisong's The One. So let's go over there and let's check it out. Alright guys, so here is the package. It came in a DHL thing, but the other side of that has my address all over it. So we're just going to get rid of that, and we're going to go straight into here. So this is from eurobalisongs.com, and they're the official website for this company, The One. They're the official seller for them, and then they're also the official reseller, official retailer for MaxAce knives. If you're ever interested in getting MaxAce knives, I'm done reviews on all of these, and they're really good. I really like all of those. But here, let's get into here. There's also, we get a little pouch right here, and then something in that. Not quite sure. We'll take a look at that here in a second. Well, let's use the MaxAce Banshee to unbox this. Okay. Alright, so here is the packaging. So we get extra hardware, extra bushings, extra washers, you know, little extra everything. So that's cool. Alright. We get two little screwdrivers. Looks like a T6 and a T9 or T8. Not quite sure. Okay, then the handles are actually shipped like this. So these can be shipped internationally because this came from Europe or wherever. The reason that they do it is so they can get it across the border and everything without any issues. Because it's totally legal to ship a bally like this apart. So we're going to have to put it together, which that's okay because I like to Loctite it and everything. Anyway, so I think these aren't spares, these are actually the ones that are going to go in there, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like the blade is in here, if I can open this freaking thing. Okay, oh no, it does have an extra pair, look, because there's an extra set right here. So extra hardware. Here is the blade. Notice on the blade it has bushings already in it. So you do get an extra set of bushings and everything. There's no markings anywhere on here. Now, you probably realize this looks like an Alpha Beast, but it is actually technically not a clone because they have like 3 distinct differences. Like this is directly from their website. I'm reading off my phone here. It says technically our Chab, this is the Chab. I guess that's kind of short for Channel Alpha Beast, but that they call it the Chab. They don't call it BRS. They don't say anything like that. It says doesn't contain any BRS logos. It has 3 distinctive differences from the original pattern. So it's legal if we look through intellectual property and copyright laws. And and that's the whole thing. So that's what it says. It's directly from their website. You will notice it uses Zen pins, where the regular BRS Alpha Beast actually uses Tang pins. So the design is totally different there. The hardware altogether, though, seems to be a little bit different. And obviously there's no logos anywhere on the blade. And the blade profile is actually slightly different, I think, than a regular Alpha Beast, if I'm not mistaken. It is crowned on this side. And yeah, it actually looks slightly different. So I think it is, you know, pretty cool that they're not just trying to put BRS all over here, and you know, then you can't get people reselling this as a BRS Channel Alpha Beast because there's never been a Channel Alpha Beast made with Zen pins right there. But for what it is, like the materials, there's titanium handles. I'll put all the specs on the screen, the blade steel and everything. But yeah, let's put this baby together because this looks really, really cool. Alright guys, so we got it all put together here. I did that off camera because what's the point in doing that, you know, in front of you guys. It took a good 10-15 minutes. And I Loctited everything with just some blue thread locker. And it's actually perfect. So for the bushings, you might have to sometimes you have to hand adjust your bushings by sanding them a little or whatever. Like you got to hand fit them. But these ones came perfectly. So when I tightened these pivots down, there's no play. The handles move freely. If the bushings are too small, when you tighten this down all the way, the blade will move too. The handles won't move freely. And if you need to sand down the bushings, that's like if you have blade tap or there's too much play. Like right here, if I shake it, you don't hear anything. There's no tap. It's like perfect. Here's an example. That's what tap is, when you shake it and the blade is hitting into the sides of the handles. So, I mean, for $100, you're getting a titanium channel style Bally with no tap, a full extra set of hardware, and really, really cool. So once again, yeah, there's no markings on here whatsoever. So there's no markings on the blade, or really anywhere on the whole thing. The machining for $100 is really nice, considering it's titanium. So titanium is a lot harder to manufacture. It's a lot more wear and tear on the machines they use to mill them out and everything. And yeah, I'm actually really, really impressed with this. Here is it next to a Max Ace Gauss, so it's actually quite a bit bigger in the handles than the Max Ace Gauss. Overall length, quite a bit bigger too. Not quite as big though as like a Max Ace Banshee or Covenant, which these are very big, very large Bally's. Slightly bigger than a DMG. Yeah. And eurobalisong, they are like the official seller of Max Ace knives too, if you're interested in Max Ace knives. But for $100, I think this is a steal. We're gonna have to play with it. I've just Loctited it, so we're gonna let it dry a little bit. Then let's go over there and play with it a little bit. But here is the balance point, if you care. So right there on the chevrons, there on the side. And let's try it out. Alright guys, we let the Loctite dry, so let's throw it around a little bit and play with it. Okay, first thing I notice is the sound this thing makes is awesome. I absolutely love the sound it makes. Like here, let me flip by the microphone. I think it just sounds really nice. It feels really high quality, and it also sounds really high quality. So that's really nice. It actually, it's like really, really easy to aerial. It feels like perfect. Like I could do this all day. Yeah, aerial's great. The balance is really nice. It's actually like right where I want it. I'm no pro or anything, but I've played with enough Bally's that I know like a well-balanced, high-quality feeling Bally when I play with one. And this one is no exception. It feels really, really, really nice. There's no tap. You don't hear any rattling besides the latch flipping around. Now the latch I'd probably take off because the latch does come in contact with this handle anyways. Even though it's angled, the real Alpha Beast it only goes to like there, so it always bounces off. But since this one doesn't have the latch gate, because it was one of the design changes they did to make it, so it's not an exact copy, it comes in contact. So you're probably going to want to take the latch off anyways. Most people take latches off regardless. But yeah, I'll probably end up taking the latch off this. But other than that, it literally feels amazing. It's grippy, but it's not like too grippy where things like fanning, whoops, I almost slipped out of my hand there. Yeah, if you're somebody, like I don't really ever do fanning. It's like the first time I've done a fanning in a while, and it really, really flows nice. Also too, because of the length of this and the balance being slightly on the handles, it makes tricks like behind the 8-ball really easy. Like I suck at this trick, and I can probably do it first try. Boom. Yeah, like I'm not that good at that trick. I normally never do that on camera because I usually can't really land it, or at least first try, and I was able to do it like effortlessly on this thing. But yeah, for $100, this is literally a steal. It's 90 euros or 100 bucks. The website, they ship to Europe, ship to USA and everything. You will have to assemble it yourself, but that's good because then it gives you the chance to tune it and Loctite it and everything right then. The hardware all feels really, really nice and everything. So yeah, the Zen pins were, over the real Alpha Beast, that's the one thing over the real Alpha Beast this thing has. Like the Zen pins feel amazing. I like Zen pins way more than Tang pins. You don't have to worry about them ever breaking or like going out really. The worst thing with the Zen pin is maybe you can break a screw. But other than that, what you're not going to break it. I think it is less wear like over time. I don't think it puts as much wear on the blade, and I've seen a lot more Tang pins fall off in knives than I've seen Zen pins. Like I've never had a problem with a Zen pin ever, honestly. In all the knives I have, yeah, but I've had many Tang pins over the years fall out and stuff. So that is really, really nice. I like how there's no markings on it at all. It is it is very close to the Alpha Beast design. Like, they did take the Alpha Beast handles, they changed them a little bit. They changed it down here. They changed the hardware. They changed, what did they change? The hardware, and the latch part. Yeah, so it is some changes to it, but it's still really close, and there's Zen pins in it, obviously. So it's enough to not be a counterfeit and not be a clone. You're not going to be able to fool anybody with this, which is a good thing. You're not going to get people buying this to try to sell it on the third market as an Alpha Beast and up the price. No, they're really just trying to make like a similar design for $100 that people can afford. And I think they're doing a really good job because no matter what your stance is on it, I think being able to buy a high quality balisong that gives you spare parts and everything for $100, that's like really important, because most of these people, like, the problem with the thing like balisong is we want to get like young people into it. Well, young people can't afford $400, $300. Like, more companies, I think all the companies need to make ballys that are around $100. They should make some around $50, $70. It should be more like yo-yoing. Like, I do a lot of yo-yoing, and the yo-yos that always sell really good are all the ones people can actually afford. So, yeah, so I don't know. I think that's just one thing. But yeah, very high quality parts. Really digging it. So, eurobalisong, check them out too. They're also an official seller of Max Ace knives. Max Ace is going to be coming out with a new bally soon. I'm going to be picking that one up and checking that out as well. So, links will be down below. Please hit the subscribe button, smash that like button. Every little thing helps, and I'll see you guys later.